Howdy boys, this is our model work latest project. So do you guys want to guess what the hell is this thing? Well, I'd say that this thing was originated from a full chunk of 7075 aluminum. We ram it, we hammer it until it is forged into the shape of a lower receiver. So if it's a real firearm, it is the same process like this one. They also manufacture and process it until this shape, and then they eventually or further make a lot of carving and processing until it becomes in this shape, as you can see right here. So of course, after finishing everything, this is what our lower receiver will look like. Well, of course, we're not saying that this is what you get as your end product. We're telling you is that after this is finished, this is what you're gonna see basically. Well, just take a look. We got your mag release, your front and your rear takedown pins. And if it's a real firearm, we have two pins over here, but this is a toy for the Marui MWS system. So these two pins are of course for decoration only, but we still got every details and covered. So let's further take a look on some details in the mag well. So do you see that how it fits your trigger set, and your mag wheel is right over here, and also this place over here, you can fit any rifle grip you can find in the market as long it is also compatible with a real firearm. So let's also further take a notice on the other side. So of course your mag release is over here as well, and this is also your buffer tube connection. So there's also something awesome I want to show you guys about is that we also carve and process the internal just to make a very perfect fit for your Marui MW system. And let's take a look on something a little bit over here. Well, this is our Marui original factory trigger set, and of course we have our bolt stop right here, and this is completely made by us for a better fit. So let's take a look over here. So this is your trigger set, of course, and let's take a look on how we process it. So did you guys see how perfectly it fits inside? So once it fits inside, I'll turn on the other side for you guys to take a notice. So see how it fits well. So have you guys noticed it? Everything is pretty in a nice fit over here. It's not gonna shake, it's not gonna wobble. Yeah, and I kind of find this is like a really nice fit. I would give a lot of credit to that. And eventually, there's one thing I want to tell you guys about our lower receiver is that this is a standard AR-15 or M4A1 style lower receiver. What can you tell the difference is that in your front takedown pin, it has a much more thicker place. So I'll just take an A1 lower receiver for your examination. So I'll just take away this upper receiver anyway. Right, let's take a look over here. This is the standard A1 lower receiver. We can realize is that the front takedown pin is a little bit thin over here. As our product, it is exactly like the M4s, and of course when we see the buffer tube connection is that the A1 is obviously a little bit thinner. As for our standard AR-15, it is very thick, it's not going to break down. So I would say is that we managed to put a lot of great details in our lower receiver. So hope you guys really think it is a product. And of course, if you want to order our lower receiver, we can have all the customs made for you. The mark, the engraving, and any other sample items or graphics you want to put on it, or you want even a whole blank one, we can all do everything for you guys. So after introducing our lower receiver forged from a whole piece of aluminum, right now what you see over here is the Marui MWS standard M4 rifle. Well, you can see is that the trigger box, the inner parts, and everything, and even the whole bolt carrier group is also factory made. Well, dry fire. So right now I'll simply just make a demonstration on how it functions well. Well, this is a factory Marui GI mag, and let's take a look how it works over here. So I'll just pull the bolt handle so it locks pretty well inside, and I'll release it, and I'll do some semi-shot. So I'm also going to do a little bit full auto for some further demonstration about it. Here we go. Well, I think that's pretty much enough for you guys for a demonstration. So of course, once again, this is simply just a sample made over here. And for further, if you want any markings or engravings, don't worry, we got that fixed and covered for you guys. So right now, let's take a look of everything of our lower receiver after it is processed. In this one over here about the coatings for the surface, it is the hard anodized aluminum process. As a result, you can choose any color you want. For example, let's take a look over here. You can either, once again, you can either choose a hard anodized process, or you can even have us do a little bit of a shear coat on it. And as for a shear coat, don't worry about the color. We got our Magpul FDE. We also got our Daniel Defense chocolate brown. And right now, let's come back to our lower receiver. So do you guys see the engravings right over here? So once again, you can either choose your engraving or your own marking. For example, you can choose the traditional Colt series, a Magpul one, or the BCM, Velter, anything you name it. And hell, you can even put on our model work engraving, but I believe nobody wants that anyway. So let's take a look on its fire selection over here. So you can see that it is carved in a safe, semi, and auto. So right now, let's take a little example look on what kind of a customization job we can do. So take a look over here. It is hard and it is fast, and I believe you know what this means, right? So of course, once again, these kind of a engraving job can be done anything at your own preference. So before I finish wrapping up our project introduction, let me tell you guys is that since our lower receiver is a kind of a custom job, so we're gonna starting to accept pre-orders in December. So if you are interested in having some details, you can also have a message in our Facebook page. And as for our Facebook page, I put it in my description down below, and you can take a look and start talking about what kind of details you want, like your fire indicator, your markings or engravings. So I would say that's pretty much it for our latest project introduction. Thank you for watching, guys.